Kristin Peterson here from Altered State Studio. Today I'm going to use a calendar and show you how to use the Art Pops sticker tape at Roben-Marie's Paperbag Studio. So let me show you just a sample here before we get started. So I've done some of these other months just to kind of give you an idea. March is probably my favorite, although February is a really close second. And then January, of course. So we are moving to June. And let me get my clips on because my paper's a little wonky here. First of all, though, what I would always tell you to do, so this is just like a brown paper sack material. I actually got this calendar at Target. I'm going to, of course, gesso everything or anything before I work on it. I've just got a credit card, a little glob of gesso, and we're just going to go ahead and gesso our page up. Now you'll see, like on the other pages, I did try to leave the month so you could kind of see, obviously, where we were at. So I am just going to kind of gesso all around here and call that good. Now I'm going to dry for just a moment, and then I'll be right back. So again, I've been kind of contemplating which sticker to use. I actually have one missing off of this page here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and use this one. So I'm just going to peel this off, and I have been kind of running along the side or kind of on the bottom, and I don't mind if it goes over or a little under. So I think I'm just going to call that good. Almost to the top there. And then part of my goal here is to kind of blend this tape into the rest of the page here so that, you know, it helps, I don't know, provide balance, but kind of blends with the rest of the page and kind of gets lost in all of the shuffle. So I do have a couple of colors I had picked out. One is this little Naples yellow, and then the other one is the rose bright red. So I'm probably going to use these two colors. I've got some ink I might try, but we'll just kind of play around and see what we get. Some of this, though, it looks like on this tape, it looks like maybe there's a little bit of collage. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit more tape on here and add just a little bit more. Again, part of it is to, you know, blend in the tape and kind of make it feel like this was here the whole time and that it's not just a piece of tape that we put down on the month and are calling it good. So some of what I'm putting down here too kind of lends to the overall kind of balance of the page. So you might want to keep that in mind. Like I said, sometimes it's nice if you kind of work vertically, otherwise horizontally. I'm sure that you could take it up at the top, but sometimes then it might feel like it's too heavy. You might have too much down below. So, but it's whatever works for you. So it'll be just fine. So now that I got just a little bit down, I think I'll start actually with the red. So some of it, like I said, is to blend in and merge kind of our tape here. And that may seem like a little too bright, but if we spray a little bit with the water, and that's exactly why we've gessoed. is to provide a little bit of stability for our paint so that the paint doesn't just automatically run into and be absorbed by our paper here. And I am going to dry this just a little bit before we move on to the next step. So give me just a moment. Alrighty, I got my page dried here. One of the things I want to talk about too, to get this texture, so if you put a little bit heavier paint on and then spray down with your water, some of what I'm trying to do is to get it to kind of tone the rest of our paper. So you can see how the red is nice and bright and dark, but yet it kind of fades out to this really nice pink. And by just letting it run, I think it gives kind of a nice effect. I did come back in, so while I was drying, you can kind of see where I've lifted a little bit of the paint. I do like doing that again, just because I think that it provides a little extra texture and a little more interest to the page. So I do like doing that as well. You'll kind of watch as your page is drying, you'll be able to kind of see. And then if you just grab a little paper towel and just kind of gently dab and lift, you'll be able to lift some of that out. Now, I did notice I have a little issue here because my tape isn't sticking so much, probably because I was a little heavy with the water, but we'll go ahead and use a little bit of gel medium here just to make sure that this gets stuck down okay. And I'm not too fussy. I think that sometimes, you know, the problems that arise as you're working is part of the piece's charm. So if I'm a little heavy-handed with the glue, again, I'm not too worried about it. So we'll just kind of stick down a little bit of everything here, as long as we're sticking. Alrighty, I am going to dry this one more time just to make sure that the glue is dry though before I go on to the next step here. So, alright, we'll continue on. My glue is dry. Because of the colors that were in the tape, I am going to use just a smidge of this. Like I said, this is just like a Naples Yellow Master Touch. I think I just get this like at Hobby Lobby. So we'll grab just a little dab and kind of pull across and blend just a little bit. Our red is really the main focus of this. So color combination, you do want to pay a little bit of attention to what you're choosing for colors. Now, I like what I have so far. The next thing, I did notice that there was like a little hint of almost like a bright blue or a turquoise. Let me try scribbling that off. So that might be kind of a nice choice for us. What I'm thinking, I'm just kind of winging it here, but I'm just going to kind of close my eyes and draw over the top there. And my glue is still a little damp here. Ooh, and I like that really well. Contemplate here just a little bit. I think I'm going to try, so I have a stencil by Stencil Girl here, and I have a new product that I just got that I'm dying to try. This is like a spray paint. I just got it at Dick Blick's. and this is quinacridone magenta. I just want to add just a little bit of extra interest here. And I don't know if it added enough or not. Or if I can lift it back off here. I don't mind it, I guess. I'm going to try taking that off here. We'll see if that works. That is a little bit of alcohol. So if you don't like what you have, and certainly working with acrylic, you can use alcohol to remove it. So I need to dry this again so I can keep working. Now, because I pulled some of this back off, I almost want to come back in and put another layer on. But instead of coming back with the paint, I think I will try just a smidge of this ink and see what happens. This is almost out of juice here, but we'll see what we get here. Oh yeah. One other thing I'm going to use is quinacridone nickel azo gold. I like how that's running real well. The nickel azo gold will add kind of a neutral balance, and we'll let this run here. Just going to add a little more water and pull around here. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, one more time. I'm going to dry here and then we'll move on to the next step here. All right, I really like the colors that we have. I may add just a smidge of the Naples yellow here, just to kind of balance just a little bit out, and make sure that just a smidge here won't take very much. I'm going to call that good, actually. One of the last things to finish up on my calendar that I'm going to do is just use a regular black ink pen, and again, just go over the name of the month here, just to kind of bring some focus back to it, and just put a few more lines kind of back into or onto the page, but really to kind of bring that focus back to the name of the month and to just kind of help bring a few more details back in. So I certainly hope that that you've enjoyed watching me do this. I've had a great time. I really liked how this one turns out. Really like the pink and the peach and the little pop of blue. Excuse me. So I just want to tell you thank you so much for watching me, and please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much. Bye.